As far as we are alive, there is pressure. Pressure in every aspect of our life. If you are doing business, you have pressure in your business, you have pressure in your career, you have pressure in every area of your life. But I want to look at pressure from peer pressure point of view that affects our young ones. So sometimes we are afraid of peer pressure for our children, those under our care, that we don't allow them make some kind of friends, or we don't allow them bring friends home. So instead of us being afraid of peer pressure, why not prepare these young ones for such peer pressure? When you are prepared for something, you are better equipped. So instead of being afraid of what will happen to these young ones, why not think of how they can handle this pressure on their own? So first, let them know what peer pressure is and prepare them. Plan ahead with them so that when such pressure comes, they will be able to face it. First, help them know their value. What is, see that they know that is right and wrong. Let them know the value that they possess. Let them know that it is good to accept what is right and reject what is wrong. So they should know what is right and stand by what is right. Let them have a value culture that defines them as young person. And it is you as the caregiver that will impart some of these values to them. Okay, have play out scenarios, have talking time with these young ones, and be able to prepare them for such values. Help them to practice saying no. I've said time and time again here that no is a sentence. That's the title of my book. No is a sentence. Saying no should be done confidently, without guilt, without regret, and without fear. So help these young ones to know that saying no is okay. No regret, no fear, no guilt. Help them build their self confidence so that when they are faced with peer pressure, they will be able to say, no, I don't want this. I'm sorry, I can't do this. Oh, sorry, this is not for me. That's how they stand up for themselves, and that's how they face peer pressure. So when they understand how to face peer pressure, they will be able to say no and walk away. So instead of you being afraid that they will be pressured by their peers to do what is wrong or get involved in risky behavior, plan ahead with them, discuss with them, prepare them ahead. Being afraid is not the thing. Preparing them ahead is the main deal. So when you plan ahead with them and note notable responses they can give at different instances. If your friends ask you to do this or do that, this is what you say. A friend said, let's go out of the school premises to go and visit a friend. What do you say? Okay. A friend asks you to test alcohol, test drugs, or do some kind of risky behavior. What do you say? Somebody asks you out, somebody wants you to accompany them to a party, friends want you to do things that are against your values. What do you say? Have a play out scenario. So plan with them so that they can know possible things to say. That will help them to stay active and know what to say. Teach your children to choose their friends wisely. Choosing wise friends, sometimes we can make mistake in our choice of friends. The person you think is good today might become something else tomorrow. And that's life's reality. But with what we can see and what we can analyze, help them to note friends that are wholesome for them. Help them to know that it is right to choose wisely, from personality to value to acceptability to boundary acceptance to consent to respect. Look at all of this and choose wisely. So let them know that it is good for them to look at the personality of an individual. You can try to analyze some areas of an individual's life with them, whole background, with them and help them to choose wisely so that they don't just see anybody in their class, in their environment, and choose as a friend. So when you help them to choose wisely or show them some specific character they can watch out for, or let them know what can draw you to somebody to be your friend, that will help them to know the kind of friends they will keep. Then let them know that if their instincts tell them that something is wrong, it might actually be wrong. If they feel that somebody wants to pressure them to do something, they should look into it. It might be true that they are being pressured or they want to be pressured into doing something. Help them to know when to say, this is toxic, this is not right for me, and they walk away. Help your children to understand all of this. Let them know that staying alone is not bad. Help a child to stay active. Let the child know that staying active is important. Developing his or her personality is important. Developing his or her hobbies, her likes, okay? What it's the child's favorite thing to do in sports, in everyday life. Let them know that staying active on their own without the valediction or the company of others is okay. You must not be in company of others to feel whole. Teach them that they can feel whole even in their own company. They should enjoy their own company. Enjoying their own company in reading, in trying to develop other life skills is important. So teach them to work alone so that they don't look for people following the crowd, dragging people along with them, and being pressured to do something. Let them know that standing alone is a perfect idea. Remember, we are looking at how to help children to handle peer pressure. Okay? And then, when necessary, they should walk away. Somebody is pressuring you to test alcohol, test drug, get out of school, okay, get involved in risky behavior, and you are just standing there. You see that this person does not respect your boundaries. You say no, and they are still pressuring you. Why remain there? Let the child know that the best option you have at this instance is just stand and walk away. Leave the situation. Let them know that it is okay to leave a situation, walk away. Walking away is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of smartness. Okay? Now, remember that friends who pressure you to do something or that are not in your value system, friends who pressure you to get involved in things you don't want to, even after telling them no, are not friends. They are just manipulators. They are just people who want to influence you for the bad. So instead of going along with manipulators, why not walk away? So teach them that those ones are not called friends, they are called manipulators and deceivers. So a friend who is a friend will love you for who you are. Teach them that. And then if you are overwhelmed by all of these, talk to a trusted adult that you love and you know you can talk to. Can be your parents, your caregivers, your teachers, your counselor, anybody that is around you that you think you can talk to. If something weighs so much on your shoulder and you don't know your way out, seek for help. Seeking for help is no weakness. It's a sign of strength and knowing your limitation. And every one of us have a limit. We have our breaking point. So try as much as possible to talk to somebody. So know that you have to prepare your value, practice saying no, um, choose your friends wisely. Okay, plan ahead before a scenario occur. Trust your instinct if something is not right. Walk away from toxic situation. All right. Stay active and walk alone. Walking alone is not a sign of weakness. No good friends will pressure you into doing what is bad. Only bad friends. Talk to an adult when you are overwhelmed. So parents, caregivers, well meaning adults, prepare these young ones for peer pressure. Instead of fearing peer pressure, face it head along with them. Let them be prepared, let them be prepared before time so that when such time happens, they are well prepared, they are ready to face it squarely and they will win the fight.